As we see these lines just marching through, this is exactly what Trav was talking about already. Some great waves coming through. You see the flag just flapping in the foreground there, that brisk offshore, grooming the face. As we'll check out our first quarter-final for the women. T.Wright, who's had a great season, ranked second in the world, coming in here, taking on Gabriela Bryan. I think we're going to see power, essentially, from these two going down.
Let's see who gets themselves right on it.
T.Wright sitting right underneath it and straight down to business here. Hooking turn from her. And just wrapping back into the pocket. And just matching the speed of the wave, the energy of the wave, releases there, really nice. And again, look at her looking down the line. She sees this section stand up here for her and swings into it, opens up the carve again, just tightens that turn, finishes pretty high on the wave. There's a snap into the lip. Kind of liberates the board with a bit more speed into hit.
We'll get to that on the replays, Pete.
You're looking at T.Wright. I mean, she held her position there. Conceding that position was Gabriela Bryan. And we'll see if wave number 2 generally could be pretty good, but this is a great start for T.Wright. Getting loose, the angle of the swell now coming a bit more out of the west, which opens it up. You can see there's just a little more pushing down the point, not so on top of it. That'll allow these surfers to get some room. Unfortunate error here at the very end of this wave. I mean, this would have been a great start had she pulled off that last move. Still pretty darn good, though.
Slow-mo, defining where she's doing her turns in the corner, up by the lip, and, you know, where that power pocket and the heaviest part of the wave is, and that's exactly what the judges are loving. But this behind her, you know, Gabby gets a quick lip climb, a down the line carve, and then loads up. I mean, really gets a lot of ground covered with a lot of speed and into this turn right here. Beautiful turn. A lot of spray out the back, so hit it on the money. And then
35 minutes for this pair to get 2 scores in, try and get themselves in the semis. Tyler, we'll have a look on the inside here. Bryan with priority with the shorter wave. Got it to the top of the point, and this is stretched out in front of Tyler here. What she got off the bottom? And just whips one, using the shoulders and the hips to redirect the board. A bit of white water here. It's troublesome to get through this stuff. It's pretty turbulent, hard to get the fins to grip, so just the one hit for her. In our allocated heats, let's get another look at this, just trying to build a backup score.
Yeah, quickly, you know, in this wave, it felt like to me that even upon the takeoff, that it wasn't really going to be a number that she's going to keep in her score line. Maybe gets a big air section, something like that, but ultimately when it gets into the foam like that.
And such a great place for viewing, really, for spectators able to make it down here. There's so many cool spots to get brilliant vistas on stuff like this. T.Wright in action, bit of a section in front of her, just folding. She'll wait for that, and unable to get around that. And you can just see that wind's lightened up a touch as it's raining. So that brisk offshore we saw kind of steaming up the face.
She just had this look on her face like, I just won the lottery. And literally, she was like, that was my best wave I've ever had. She was so excited. So, you know, really fun look into her mindset and seeing how happy she is to be here. And she's just on the good foot, and she's staying there.
Gabriela Bryan, he saw a couple of quick glances back in towards the tower, just checking her position. Tyler will go here, though. And a softer entry into the wave for T.Wright. Opens up with a rip down off the rail. And then a quick setup snap for her, a smaller wave with just less energy, so she'll just go into the lip and float one down, being pretty patient here. Wait for this glassy face to stand up. She'll get the full roundhouse wrap, bashes the white water, and then a little float to finish.
Yeah, Tyler, I feel like, you know, when you don't have priority, you have the ability to move around like this. And you know, it feels good to just be able to have your options and catch waves and keep the body moving. You feel free. So she's going to stack up a few more points on her side. Nothing crazy, but definitely put the pressure on for Gabby to have to come a little stronger when she does get up to her feet. So Tyler, nice little over the top, great technique, just puts herself right over the board, sure foot right out of the, you know, each and every maneuver. And you know, this ability to have a wave that slows down enough to give you a full roundhouse cutback like that is it's a rare moment at J-Bay. And she found it, and then finishes with the right onto the rocks. I mean, this is just so shallow right here, where she's going as she kicks out of this wave.
All right, top of the point here. Waited for ages for this wave, did Gabriela Bryan, but here she goes. And it needs to be a good one, realizing that wasn't, and quickly just does a snap to stop herself and get back out and try and get either priority or the next wave. She'll just miss that next one. Couple more lines filing through here, but after all that time waiting for a wave, she would have hoped to get something lined up a lot better than as we head down towards the final minute here. A wave standing up. Gabriela Bryan.
Should love it to be a one-wave set too.
Well,
it looks that way.
Does look like it might be. Let's see Gabby Bryan having a swing here, kicking the feet and getting herself onto this wave. Here's the opportunity. 5-3-4, the number she needs. We'll look into the wave here from the channel. Here she goes. Snaps off the top with speed. Bryan now being patient off the bottom. A little softer section. She'll just wrap that one for a setup and then pouring her way down the line here. Hard off the bottom now. Nice turn on the rail from her. Big spray. And again, another hit, just snapping that tail out in the pocket. That was really nice from Gabriela Bryan. And what a way to keep a cool head and deliver.
Gabby's wave right here looks a little bit sluggish at the beginning, though, you know, and the surfing wasn't 100% committed, I felt like. I mean, I'm watching, you know, it was good, it was solid, but I feel like she's holding back just a hair on these turns, right? Like, watch this one. Was that full Gabby, or was that, you know, a little bit of a pullback? I don't know. There's a lot going on in these turns, a lot happening on the inside there. I like the finish. There's time on the clock, you guys.
There goes T.Wright. Here she is, stands up inside, 10 seconds remaining, and wraps one. Keeps it clean and tidy in the pocket. Just a little flick off the rail to set her feet. That was really nice there, showing some variety. And this pocket will stand up for it. It's nice and steep. Throwing plenty of spray off that board. It looks crisp, still swinging. Just speeding up that turn to reflect the pace of the wave.
She flared on the finish for sure.
Got the score, but this is the next wave, right, for T.Wright. Looking at carrying this 4-3-3 and trying to improve on it. And it feels like an improvement. It's just about how much of an improvement. Good surfing here, good flow, and a solid finish. So both these waves probably going to count in the top two. Looks like the score is in for Gabriela Bryan.
And these two really didn't do a whole lot wrong in that one. There's just not a lot of opportunity offered by the ocean. When it came, they took those opportunities. T.Wright, what's her wave? A 5.27.
Wow. Yeah, it's close. It is. We'll see what the judges think. It looks pretty clear, though. They've made the decision.
5.6 for T.Wright. So that wave came right at the end of the heat. A clutch moment for a clutch performer. And once again, just showing her quality, showing her class. It'll be disappointment for Gabby Bryan, who was just starved of opportunity. But you have to say, well done to T.Wright, showing the quality early on with the 7, and then getting that crucial wave to turn the heat right at the end. We've got our first semi-finalist.